One, you don't really know what self-improvement is. A lot of people in the self-help community seem to think that self-improvement means reading books and sharing quotes on social media. Just to be really clear, here's what self-improvement means: the improvement of one's knowledge, status, or character by one's own efforts. Self-improvement doesn't just mean knowing a lot of stuff to feel like you're smart. It means learning to develop your character and your mindset to get better results in life. The ultimate goal is to get results, not just theoretical knowledge that you never use. 2, you don't really know what you want. I see a lot of questions on Quora asking something like, how can I be a better person? How can I improve myself? Or how to improve my life? Do you really think there's a right answer to such question? The questions are too broad and not specific enough. Wanting to improve is a good thing, but being too broad about it won't get you anywhere. You have to know exactly what you want in order to get it. 3, you want to improve everything at once. Some people just want to do everything at the same time. They ask questions like, how do I become more confident, build my self-esteem, and find my purpose in life? Do you see how rich the question is? It's too cluttered. You can't improve everything at the same time. You have to improve on aspects of yourself at a time so you don't get overwhelmed. 4, you're all about the theory. You like consuming as much content as possible. You like reading books, watching YouTube videos, and all that because it gives you a false sense of satisfaction. Basically, you learn a lot and research a lot, but you don't apply anything. 5, you're too impatient. You want to become a better person and you want it now. Instead of going through the process of change, you want to improve yourself overnight, which is nearly impossible. The truth is that changing yourself takes time and effort. You can't become a whole different person overnight. 6, you don't commit to one specific outcome. This usually happens like this. Let's say you want to become more confident. You read a book or watch a video to learn how you can do it. You remember 1 or 2 things from that. You try 1 or 2 things for a few days. You totally forget about it afterward, and then you say that it doesn't work. Well, it doesn't work like that. To get a result, you have to be consistent. You can't expect anything if you try something for a few days, and then you forget about it. I see a lot of people saying that self-help doesn't work when all they do is read a book without even trying what it says. And then you find them saying the book sucks. If you want to get fit, you don't go to the gym for a few days, then you say that gym doesn't work. That would be crazy. Same thing here. Self-improvement requires constant effort. That's the only way of making a positive change within yourself. 7, you always look for shortcuts. You're constantly looking for the next tip or hack to success, confidence, or happiness. That's one of the biggest mistakes you could make. If you're always looking for the easy way to improve, you never will. There's an old saying that goes like this: not everything that shines is gold. That's exactly the case with these tips you often get. They might be shiny, but they're not gold. Those hacks are just shallow pieces of advice. They won't get you anywhere. The reason why they're so attractive, by the way, is that they seem so easy, and we often like to avoid putting in the effort, so it seems like the perfect solution, while in fact, it couldn't be further away from it. The bottom line is to stop looking for shortcuts. 8, you're not following a specific plan. This means that you know what you want, but you don't know how to get there. If you want a certain outcome, it's not enough to know what you want to improve. It's also very important to know how you're going to get there. For example, transitioning from someone who's insecure to a person who's super confident without having a clear-cut set of steps is extremely hard. What I'm saying is you must have the plan to be effective. 9, fail to tackle your issues. Some individuals believe that if they simply ignore their issues, they would miraculously disappear. However, this is not true, since if you do not act on your issue, it will simply get larger and stress you harder. When you fail to tackle your issue and instead expect that it will miraculously disappear, it demonstrates that you are a low-value guy, since a high-value man wastes no time in confronting his difficulties. When you identify an issue, address it while it is still in its early stages before it grows too large and overwhelms you. 10, not pursuing your ambitions while you are still young. It is very easy to create objectives in life, but getting after and achieving those targets is where most of us struggle, since it is very easy to prepare, but it is very difficult to work on those goals. But to be a better man, you must overcome your lethargy and delay and pursue your dreams. 11, refusing to learn from one's mistakes. Failing does not equal the end of the world. Every successful person has failed several times before becoming who they are today. There can be no success without failure. Therefore, giving up on something due to a major one-time failure makes you a weak guy. You must never allow failure to prevent you from achieving your life's objectives and purpose. 12, being wasteful and inefficient with your time. Laziness is a quality that sneaks into you without you recognizing it, and if you let it, it will overwhelm you and prevent you from being successful in your life. Only a weak man gives laziness a chance, but a guy of high worth learns to detect and condemn sloth quickly. Laziness may wreck your life if you let it, since it will always stop you from accomplishing something amazing. So constantly be conscious of it and fight it off as soon as possible. Only a weak guy would rest and hope that one day everything will be the same. 13. Dwelling on the past rather than concentrating on the future. Everyone has committed things in the past that they regret, but you can't alter the past, so you have to go on with your life. When you focus too much on the past, you lose sight of the present and are unable to see what the future has in store for you. Dwelling on your past makes you weak, which is why you should resist doing so. 14. Constantly blaming others for your mistakes. Blaming others for your actions and mistakes is one sign that you are a weak guy. You will never learn from your mistakes if you constantly blame others and never accept responsibility for your behavior. 15. Fighting. Fights are an inescapable aspect of any relationship issue, and it's quite natural for partners to disagree from time to time. However, to love, we must learn to forgive and let go.